On this week's episode of Along the Wolf Trail, I told y'all last week that I wanted to dig into my flintlocks and my shot pouch and powder horn setups that I have. So that's what we're going to go over today. Caleb is just getting into the hobby, so he doesn't have everything put together yet, and that's okay. I mean, this hobby can be expensive, so he's just taking it one little piece at a time. So I built him this shot pouch a couple of weeks ago, actually. And it's just like a small heart-shaped pouch. It has a river cane toggle notch on it, and I put a spot on the back of it for his knife that he built. Caleb built this knife, and it's a turkey leg with the spur still attached. It's just a pretty little patch knife that he did. So now to start with my things, this powder horn right here is a buffalo powder horn. This was built by Alec Foreman. Alec Foreman does some great buffalo horn work, and I was lucky enough to snag this one a couple of years ago. And I paired it with this otter skin pouch here that my buddy Will Manier made. It's a smaller pouch. I like it. I like it being small, and it pairs nicely with this buffalo horn. But I have a fishing set attached to it. Will did this smaller bag as well. But this is just my, whenever I do the creek impressions, this is the bag and horn that I typically use whenever I do those. The next setup that I have is a bag that I built myself, but this horn right here is a Gerald Dukes horn. Gerald Dukes is an expert horn maker and scrimshaw worker, and he scrimshawed the Savannah River and a really beautiful map of Savannah, Georgia, and all the places in Savannah, Georgia in the 1700s. My favorite thing about this horn is how it's curved. It fits perfectly to my side, right where I like to carry my powder horn at. It literally just wraps around my side right here, with the spout being right where I need it to be to put primer in my gun, or whenever I go to load my gun, it's just in the perfect spot. I have it paired with this leather shot pouch here. This shot pouch here is the one that I made a couple of weeks ago, right before I built Caleb's bag. It's just brain tan deer leather, and this was the first bag that I ever even attempted to build. So it holds a special place in my heart just because I built it. So I'm gonna carry it with this powder horn by Gerald Dukes, and I carry it whenever I use this 58 caliber that we're gonna get into here in just a minute. So the next setup that I use for my 32 caliber rifle that I'm gonna get into in just a second as well. But this horn right here is a Scott Sibley horn. If you know anything about Scott Sibley and his work, you know that he is a fantastic scrimshawer and horn builder. They actually do him and his wife actually do some bags and quill work and stuff as well. But this horn is by him, and it's paired with this finger woven beaded strap. Nathaniel Kilbuck did this one for me, and he does excellent work as well. So I'm glad that I've got this and paired it with this Scott Sibley horn. With my Scott Sibley horn, I have this leather shot pouch here. This shot pouch was made by John Butler. John Butler is a mentor of mine. He's the one that has provided me with my guns that I have. He is an unbelievable historian, and he's a great maker as well. So I'm actually thankful that I'm able to put these things together with John's stuff. So now that you've seen a close-up of my shot pouches, powder horns, now I'm going to show you what I keep in my bags pertaining to the gun that I have them built for. This bag here is built for this 32 caliber rifle, and like I said earlier in my previous videos, keep in mind that some of these things that I keep in these bags are not period to 18th century, as for I'm shooting these in modern day situations, in modern day hunting situations as well. So let's dig into this 32 caliber shot pouch. So the first thing that I have in here is this tool right here for my lock. It's super important if I need to loosen or tighten up my lock right here for where my flint's at. I keep it in my pouch at all times. Next few things I have in this shot pouch is a loading block. This is a 32 caliber loading block. It's got 2 of them already in there ready. Then I have my 25 grain powder measure that I use for the 32 caliber as well. Then I have a priming flask right here that I use, along with my vent pick and my brush as well. I keep it tied onto the side of the bag. And here I have this ball pouch. It's where I keep my 32 caliber balls at. I have this small tin box. On the inside I keep some pre-cut patches. I keep a small patch knife in here as well. It's just a bone handle, small little patch knife to cut patches with. I have my starter, my speed loader. In this small leather pouch here, I have all of my cleaning tools. Anytime you're out in the field shooting, you get a ball stuck or anything were to happen, you need to have these tools on hand at all time. So I keep these in this shop pouch with me. Here I just have a leather flint wallet. I keep all of my small flints in here for the 32 caliber. And that's it for the 32 caliber shot pouch build. Now let's move on to the next pouch. So next, this is the shot pouch that I built. I'm still working on building this one completely for my 58 caliber. So there are things that is missing, and it's not a completed set yet. But I'll go ahead and show you the things that I do have in here. So this powder measure right here was built by Gerald Dukes. It came with the horn that I have. I have it attached here. Some decent sized flints for my 58. This is something that I've recently picked up, and this is just a small container that keeps gun cleaning oil in it. It's a period container that I can use to keep something in whenever I'm on the trails or whatever and needing to use some gun cleaning oil. But it's just a small little container. It's got Washington's head on it. It's a pretty neat little container. I also have a ball pouch, just like I have in my other 32 caliber bag. This one just has 58 caliber balls in it. Next thing in here is my ball mold. Just recently got this. This is actually a 570 mold, and that's what my balls are. But I haven't got any lead yet, but like I said, I'm just still building this pouch. So this is a 570 ball mold. Last but not least, I have in this pouch is a roll of fabric that I use for my patches. I just have it pinned together. I hadn't tied it onto my strap yet, but this is what I use for my patches on my 58 caliber. So now that we've gone over my shot pouches and powder horns, let's deep dive into the guns that I have. You've seen a lot of these guns in my previous videos on the channel, but I've never just done a video specifically aiming towards my guns. This gun here is the first gun that I acquired from my mentor John Butler, and it's a 32 caliber. I'm not sure who made it. I'm not sure where it came from, but whoever built it did a great job. It's a beautiful gun, beautiful stock. It's got some awesome engraving on it. And it's really the gun that's got my interest sparked back in doing the history stuff. So I'm glad to have it. My second gun that I've got from John Butler, and y'all have seen it in recent videos as well, but this is my 58 caliber. And we do know that it's a Jim Chambers build, but we're not exactly sure who built it. There's a name on the barrel. It's Sam Gorham, but I'm not sure if Sam Gorham built it or not. I don't know Sam Gorham, and if any of y'all do, tell him that I have one of his guns. But like I said, this is from John Butler as well, and this is my deer and big game rifle. I plan on trying to kill a deer with it this year. This is gonna be my first year to have it, so looking forward to taking it out in the woods and hunting with it actually. But this is my newest piece, and it's beautiful as well. Last but not least, this is my buddy Caleb's gun. Caleb built this actually a couple of months ago before F&I days at Fort Toulouse. This is actually a Kibler kit, and it should speak volumes on how easy these things are to put together. Caleb put this together in about a week, and that was from start to finish, completely finished. Now it does require a little bit of elbow grease, but not much, and it turned out beautiful. This is his first ever flintlock and first ever build, so I think he did a super job on it. Well, I know this video was kind of short, but I just wanted to have y'all some content uploaded on the channel, so there's not a humongous gap in between the next series of videos. The next series of videos is going to be a three-part series, short film docu-style stuff on the people of Fort Mims. It's going to be it's going to take me a minute to edit, and it's going to take a little bit of getting some footage and some people coming down to work on the project with me, but we're going to get it completed, and to the later point of June into July will be whenever those videos start rolling out. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all are looking forward to this short film docu-series that we've got coming up. So with that being said, I'll see y'all along the Wolf Trail.